everybody? How you doing today, man? This is Ref from Refside Gaming, and I'm back with another video. All right, guys, welcome back to the European Football League, guys. I had to relaunch this. This is the redo. The original file got corrupted. All right, guys, if you remember, this dynasty was created by a guy in the Discord, the Blue Mist. Thank you. Shout out to Blue Mist for all of that, man. You see, the team I will be using will be the Vicenza Conquerors. They're out of Vicenza, Italy. For those you didn't know, I'm a military brat, and that is where I was born. My dad was stationed over there years ago. But, hey, man, we finna make this thing happen, brother. It's like, this is like my baby. Like a homecoming of sorts, okay? So, the conference I'm going to be in is the ELF. That's the European League of Football. There's 16 of us in this conference. We have an East and a West. Let me show you the East. You got Vienna Vikings, 84 overall, 1 star. Paris Musketeers, 70 overall, 1 star. Swarco Raiders, 77 overall, 1 star. The Milano Rhino, 70 overall, 1 star. The Wroclaw Panthers, 70 overall, 1 star. The Dusseldorf Rhine Fire, 70 overall, 1 star. Frankfurt Galaxy, 74 overall, 1 star. Last but not least, the Cologne Centurions, 65 overall, 1 star. That is the ELF East. Let's look at the ELF West. Hamburg Sea Devils, 81 overall, 1 star. Leipzig Kings, 70 overall, 1 star. Barcelona Dragons, 75 overall, 1 star. The Stuttgart Surge, 70 overall, 1 star. The Munich Ravens, 65 overall, 1 star. The Berlin Thunder, 72 overall, 1 star. Our Vicenza Conquerors, 68 overall, 1 star. And then the Helvetic Guards, 68 overall, 1 star. Now, I will not go through each division, but just kind of quick. Okay, there's the Spanish Italian League. You see all of those are 1 star as well. Scrolling down just a few. But pretty much you get the idea. There's an English league, there's a French league, German league. Not to keep going through all of them like that. I'm not going to. Got a few independents. You see they're 1 star as well. Here's a Polish league. Now, the guy who did this dynasty, he is actually a real head coach over there in Poland. And he is the head coach of the Krakow Kings. Here they are in our dynasty as well. That's in their Polish league. We got a Scandinavian league here. Teams like Carlsbad, Sinajoka, Helsinki, Hasselholm, Scandinavian. There's Copenhagen. See, they're 81 overall, 1 star. You got a Swiss team from, a Swiss conference from Switzerland. There's Zurich. Look at that, 1 star, 72. Geneva Seahawks, 81, 1 star. You see that? Every team in here is a 1 star. The Austrian Czech League, you see that there? 1 stars. CEFL, something English. I want to say Czechoslovakian English Football League, something of that nature. I don't remember all of them. There's Bucharest. Could be Hungary. Okay. See, all those are 1 stars, guys. And then back to us again. Okay. Now, let's look at the top 25 real quick. All right, guys, top 25, you see Vienna Vikings. They're number 1 overall because they won the championship 2 years ago. I just updated everything. I'm like a year behind, but it's all good. Let's go. Number 2, Schwabisch Hall, the Unicorns. They're 1-0. You see, they played a game already. So did Vienna. Number 3 is the Hamburg Sea Devils. You see, Vienna and Hamburg, they're in our division. So we got some tough games coming down the road. I believe they're on our schedule. Okay, the Danube Dragons, number 4 out of the CEFL. The Lacona View, the Flash, they're ranked number 5. You see their American football team over there. You got the Milano team. There's 2 Milano teams. Okay, both are in Milano, Italy, but one is in the Italian um, French league. Yeah, yep. No, or the Italian Spanish league. I'm sorry, Spanish Italian league. Excuse me. You see, there's number 6. Okay, number 7, Bern from the SAFF. There's Copenhagen, number 8. That's our very first opponent, if I'm not mistaken. See, they're in the Scandinavian Conference. They're number 8. Then the Belgrade, you see they're in the British American Conference, number 9. Bialystok, you see they're in the Polish League, they're number 10. See Manchester, the Titans, number 11. They're out of the British Football League. Number 12, you get Fehérvár, the Enthroners. They're in the CEFL. That's Hungary, Fehérvár. You go Prague. They're in the CAAF, the Prague Lions. Prague has 2 or 3 teams on here, but it's all good. You see, they're 1 star. Number 14 is Potsdam. You see, that's the German Football League, the GFL. So they're 1-0. You see, the Barcelona Dragons are number 15, 75 overall. Number 16 is the Thonin Black Panthers. They're in the American Football League. Okay, here's the Spanish team. Here's the La Raza Madrid Black Demons. Let's just say Madrid. Number 18, you got the Carlsbad Crusaders. They're in the Scandinavian League. Number 19, the Kuopio Steelers, Scandinavian League. 20, you got the Swarco Raiders. They're in the ELF. They're number 20, 77 overall. Get 21, the Krakow Kings. All right, shout out to the Blue Mist team. You see, they're 83 overall. They're 1 star in the Polish League. Number 22 is the Bucharest Rebels, 79 overall, CEFL Conference. Number 23, you got the New Yorker Lions, 77 overall in the German Football League. Number 24, you got the Warsaw Mets, 79 overall in the Polish Football League. And number 25, you got the Dresden Monarchs, 77 overall, German Football League. All right, guys, let's go over our roster because I do want to show you my roster. So let's check that out. All right, guys, looking at the Vicenza roster, you see our top guys are 80 overall. Halfback Gerard Giovanni. Let's go by position. Get QB, 72 overall, Rakim LaChapelle. He's a junior. Get a 69 overall quarterback, senior, Arturo Alfredo. 66 overall redshirt freshman QB, Zicomo Adwele. 65 overall redshirt freshman QB, Wasim Paris. 80 overall, the halfback, Gerard Giovanni. He's a senior. 70 overall halfback, a sophomore, Reynaldo Batista. Got a 65 overall junior halfback, Lindell Black. He's our speedster. God, look at that speed. 96. He's 65 overall. Got 64 overall, redshirt freshman halfback, Katawa Youssef. Then we got a senior, 60 overall halfback, O'Lear Combs. Looking at fullback, 71 overall sophomore, Francois Dominic. Then you got another one. He's a redshirt freshman, 68 overall fullback, Isaiah Tristan L. Muslim, I'm assuming. Okay, here we go. Wide receiver, 74 overall, the junior. Cristiano Barino, he's a speedster and a playmaker. He's 95 overall, so he's got a star. Get 68 overall wide receiver, Joseph Zaragoza. He's a sophomore. Got a 68 overall freshman wide receiver, Artur Zavadil. He's got minimal speed on him too. Got a redshirt freshman at wide receiver, 66 overall, Franco Hamidi. You get 64 overall senior, number 87, Tobas Egelhoff. Got a 62 overall senior, number 89, was Zimin Orduno. You got a 60 overall senior, number 18, Byron Malin. 58 overall senior, number 82, Holland Willett. Now, these three guys probably won't see any playing time, if any at all. But, you know, hey, they will be on special teams. Don't worry about that. And then Egelhoff, probably the same. I'll be probably rotating these top four guys a lot. All right, going to tight end. Got a junior, 74 overall, Alfredo Caniglia. Got a 69 overall sophomore, Gilberto Gironi. Got a 69 overall, a senior, Montego Quinones. And then we got a 65 overall redshirt freshman, Leonard Francois. Looking at left tackle, got a 70 overall sophomore, Jurgen Dirch. Backing him up, you got a redshirt freshman, 60 overall, Jarl Vick. Left guard, we got a 74 overall junior, Vanslo Hallam. Behind him, we have a 64 overall junior, Severo Ursini. Then behind him, we got a 58 overall senior at left guard, Herring Albury. Looking at center, we got a 70 overall sophomore, Mohammed Hiller. Behind him, we got a redshirt freshman, 64 overall, Kyle Fisher. Now, that name Fisher, you're going to see a lot in this dynasty. I'm assuming that name is very popular overseas and the way it's spelled. Okay, right guard, you got 68 overall, true freshman, Porter Germain. Behind him, we got a 66 overall redshirt freshman, Neville Rouge. And then behind him, we got a 58 overall Lawrence Fisher. So that name Fisher popped up twice already, didn't it? Wonder if they're related. Very possible. All right, right tackle, 74 overall, a junior, Morlo Badal. Backing him up, we got a 58 overall senior, Ufe Bergstrand. Looking at left guard, got a 72 overall, Mamadou Fisher. There's that name Fisher again. Backing him up, we got a 58 overall senior, Daniel Dressard. Looking at right end, we got a 69 overall sophomore, Arnie Fine. He's 6'6", 290. Backing him up, we got a 64 overall freshman, Elio Toscano. Looking at D-tackle now, 78 overall, Masala Filippelli. Behind him, we got a 68 overall sophomore, Uwe Britt, 6'2", 295. Behind him, we got a redshirt freshman in Liam Gert, 68 overall. Behind him, we got a 64 overall senior, Gorm Anison. There you go. We'll go with that. Behind him, got another senior, 62 overall, Matei Cornwall Baptiste. That's what I'm sure that's what it's supposed to be, Baptiste. Looking at left outside linebacker, got a 76 overall senior, Sergio Domingo. He's got a star. He's a star power on defense. Backing him up, we got a 66 overall true freshman, Maceo Kyle. Behind him, I got a 58 overall senior, Tomas Skakowski. So we do need a linebacker here. Okay, looking at middle linebacker, here we go, 70 overall, Diedrich Yaboa. He's a sophomore. Backing him up, we got a redshirt linebacker, 68 overall, Zalipe Duenes. Behind him, we got a 67 overall redshirt freshman, Gerardo Foutier. Looking at right outside linebacker, got a 72 overall guy, Isaac Francois. He's a redshirt sophomore. Backing him up, we redshirted a freshman, 64 overall, Eric ATN. Behind him, we got a 64 overall senior in Fabian Hera. Behind him, we got a 60 overall senior, Gustave Bergstrom. All right, looking at cornerback. All right, we got a superstar here at cornerback. We got 74 overall sophomore, number 21, Elias Lacoste. In case you're wondering, guys, if you're a little bit of age or whatnot or whatever, you might remember that name, Lacoste. You remember Lacoste Sporting Goods? Yeah, with the little logo. I thought that was pretty cool. So I did that. That's a French company based over there. Okay, so 68 overall, backing him up. 68 overall sophomore, Alfredo Duran. And then behind him, we got a 66 overall true freshman, Elio Craig. Behind him, we got a 64 overall, I redshirted this guy, freshman cornerback, Nikolai Sisson. Behind him, I got a 60 overall senior, number 38, No Durantes. Then behind him, I got a 58 overall senior, number 14, Jacob McGreen. All right, looking at free safety, got a 72 overall sophomore, Sergey Sancho. Behind him, I got a true freshman at 68 overall, but I redshirted him so that he can have, a few years up under his belt. Number 39, Hans Marquette. Behind him, I have a 58 overall senior, Silvano Nini. Looking at strong safety, 72 overall sophomore, Janik Bark. Behind him, I redshirted this guy. He is a 70 overall true freshman, number 35, Oscar Deichmann. Then bagging him up, I got a 68 overall senior, number 37, Maximilian Kendo. Looking at our kicker, guys, I got a true freshman, 72 overall, Biondello Licata. Looking at the punter, I got a 64 overall, Glanville Rulin. All right, guys, let's check out our schedule. All right, guys, looking at our schedule, you see we got a bye week the first week, and then this week coming up, you see we're going, Copenhagen is coming to town to take us on. That's be an early game. And then we're going to Le Corneview, France, going over there to take on the number 5 team in the country. Copenhagen is number 8. Now, what I did was, guys, man, I made our schedule as tough as possible so we can go up this board. And you're going to see once you see the sliders. Okay, so then we're going to go to Paris. That's another early game. Then we're going to come home against number 2, Schwabish Hall. Then we got a bye week. And then we come home, we get to play one of our rivals, man. That's the Milano Rhinos. That'll be a 6 p.m. game. Then we travel to Stuttgart, Germany to take on the Surge. After that, that's an early game. Then we go to Barcelona for our final night game of the season to take on the Dragons. Then we're coming home against the Leipzig Kings. Then we're going to Berlin, Germany to take on the Thunder. And then we go on the road against number 3, Hamburg, the Sea Devils. We'll see if they're still ranked by week 12. And then we come home. We get to take on the Munich, Germany, the Ravens. That's an early game. And then our final home game, we will take on the Helvetic Guards. Helvetic Guards. All right, guys. Let's look at our sliders real quick. All right, guys. Here we see we're on Heisman level, right? Okay, Heisman all the way down. Injuries, I turned them off. Okay, that's mainly because I just like to protect my guys. Okay, 6-minute quarters. Fatigue is on though. Play clock is on. Nope, put that on. Game speed is normal. You see, minimum threshold is 42. Home field advantage on, and ice kicker is on. Okay, so going to game rules. Now, guys, I set these sliders between, there's a mix between the Earn It sliders, GG9 sliders, and Mat 10. For those of you gamers been gaming online for a while, you know who Mat 10 is, you know who GG9 is, and you know who the Earn It guys are from the Facebook Dynasties. Okay, so offsides 99, false start 85, holding 85, face mask 55, offensive pass interference 75. Now, I swapped these two, defensive pass interference 95, because I feel like defensive pass interference happen a lot more than offensive, okay? So kick and punt return interference 55, clipping 55. Now look at this, intentional grounding 85%. So we better get rid of that football if we're under duress, right? Okay, roughing the passer is at 50, so is roughing the kicker. I'm not too much worried about them. Now, what I am worried about is the custom AI, because look at this, guys. All of my custom AI is at 0, all of them, okay? Again, they're a cross between the Earn It sliders, the GG9 sliders, and the Mat 10 sliders. Now, I did this because now I have to rely solely on my players' overall attributes, right? But if it doesn't get any easier, look at this. Here's the CPU. Everything is at 100, so it's going to be tough all the way down the board, with the exception of field goal accuracy, punt accuracy, and kickoff. Now, I did this because I want to be able to return some punts and kick returns, okay? So it's still going to be difficult enough because of this right here. Now, okay, visual settings, that's just normal. All right, guys, that is our sliders. Man. Okay, so now let's look at recruiting real quick. You see our first game will be against the Towers, Copenhagen Towers. Okay, let's look at recruiting real quick. Now, I want to show you something on recruiting. Check this out. You notice anything missing? Do you? Let me help you out. You do not see an overall on there, do you? Right. So I don't know how they did it, but somehow or rather, Fang's Dynasty tool on the European mod, you cannot, or they will not give you an overall unless this player commits to you. So you got to recruit wisely. See, I'm going after all these 4 and 5 stars. I got a lead on a lot of them, mainly because, like I said, everybody is a 1-star school, and every coach is starting out at 0. I'll show you our coaching here in a second. But you see, you don't see any overalls, do you? Like I said, I scouted them. You see the speed 94 on this guy, Gruner. He may be a running back because I don't see... Well, no, I'll take that back. He could be coverage guy. Okay. But I don't see any overalls, do you? So I scouted a lot of them. Taichi, are you a... No, you're a receiver. Okay. Scrolling all the way down, guys, you see They will not give you an overall until that player commits. All right, that's gonna be real cool on recruiting, and whatnot. Now, let me show you our coaches real quick, or our head coach. Here we go. You see every coach's record right there? You see it? 0-0. So we are all starting out fresh. Brand new league. There I am right there. I got a 5-year deal. That's going to be so cool, huh? Let me look at my assistants real quick. I think I got a 3 on them. Or do I? Okay, Justin Sky. Yeah, he got a 3. 3-year contract. And then how about my defensive guy? Bronco Grounding. Look at that. Okay. 3 years. All jobs, yes. Okay, guys. Man, that's it. That is going to be the end of the video, man. I want you to come by and check us out, man. Let us know how we're doing. Tell me what you're thinking. Man, so very next episode, guys, we will be in game 1. We will be playing against the Copenhagen Towers live from Vicenza, Italy. Hope you're here to join us, man. If not, I guess I'll have to catch you later on at a later date. But until then, man, I hope the rest of your day is well. Remember, ain't no side like the ref side, because everybody knows ref side is the best side. Guys, man, I'll holler at you. I'll holler at you episode 1 of the European Football League. The redo. Holler at you. Peace out. Refside Gaming. I'm out.